Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Mine is Youbes. But today, I'm gonna do like my face makeup. I'm gonna do a makeup look, but I'm gonna put all my face makeup stuff in this video because I feel like I haven't done a video just doing my face makeup yet, and I kind of want to post one just so that I don't have to show it every time I do my makeup. As you know, I start with my eyebrows. Just gonna brush them out a little. Ooh, knocking everything over. I'm just gonna start with the brows, brush them out, add some ink pen. Actually, I was like shaving my eyebrows last night because I was trying to just clean up the edges because my tweezers don't work, and I cut myself like 3 times with the eyebrow razor, so that's really fun. I just look stupid now. I look like I got attacked by a cat or something. But yeah, so eyebrows, normal, you just fill them in. But you basically just follow the line. I'm missing some hair on this side, so I just try and fill it in, bring it to a bit of a point. And it's fine if it's not perfect because I always cut it out with concealer and gel them up. But I don't really go to the front very much. I just fill in the tail mostly. Try and even out the colors at the end because I am missing some hairs. And then once I kind of get the end done, you see, oh my god, this hair, I just go to the front and like do the tiniest, just a few little strokes just for good measure, and then we're done. See how much nicer it looks? I love it. So the eyebrows, the initial shape is done. Then we take our gel. I have a big bottle, but I don't use that much. I use a bit, and I use a toothbrush because it's just easy. I get some gel on the toothbrush, and I go ham on the eyebrows, and just stick them up a bit. I don't know, I've been doing this for a while now. I just really like how it looks. It doesn't really do much, but it adds a little bit, and I like what it does, so. Okay, so eyebrows nice and shaped. So what we are going to continue with is concealer. And I take my little concealer brush if I can find it. And I take my Tarte Shape Tape. I just use like the concealer that's on the top because there's so much like excess. And I just cut the shape out. So yeah, it's one eyebrow. I'll just do the other one off camera quickly and then I'll be back. Okay, so now that the eyebrows are all done, we can start with the face, which is the main thing in this video. So what I start with typically is a primer. I don't know if primers actually work, but I like this one because it's very shiny, so it makes my other makeup that goes on top of it look a little more dewy and a little more life. Just brings a bit of life to the look. I love a good shiny nose, as everyone knows. If you don't know that yet, now you do. I love highlight, especially on my nose. So as you can see, it's a bit shiny, and I just go in with a kabuki brush, just blend that out. And as I'm blending it, the other parts are sitting, so it's kind of good. And yeah, so once I got all that done, my skin is ready to go. You can see my nose is like glowing. I love how it looks. I think it's so cute. But I'm going to take my foundation. It's a BB cream, but it's actually, yeah, it's really full coverage, which I didn't want, but I mean, I'll take it. It's really good. It's a little dark for me, but that's okay. Like, I don't mind looking a little more tan. So I just kind of take some bigger globs, just run it over my cheeks. A little goes quite a long way with this stuff, so I definitely don't need to use too much. I always make sure to put it like the eyebrow place because I feel like I forget to blend that place a lot, and I usually don't put it right under my eyes because I put my concealer there anyways, so I don't really need to put so much product there. And I just take my beauty blender and I start to dab it in, And you can see it actually covers up the acne pretty well, but not completely. So that's why I use a full coverage concealer, just to make sure I cover up everything that I want to be covered up. Okay, so now that we have all the foundation on, it definitely does look a bit dark, but it will even out, I promise. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape again, this time use it for my face. And I'm just going to take it, don't need a lot, and kind of cover up any acne that's showing through that I don't want to. Just really, I kind of do this shape to brighten up my eyes and lift them a little bit. I think it adds a nicer look. Again, just covering up any pimples, acne that's bothering me. And I did put some on my nose and a bit on my eyebrow area to blend it in with the concealer I put under my eyebrows. But I take the same beauty blender because, I don't know, I just don't really see the need to use a different one. So now that we got all that done, you can definitely see a bit more variation in colors. Sometimes I usually set the powder or the concealer now before I do my contour, which I didn't used to do, but I've been liking it better recently. So I just take some translucent Laura Mercier powder and go over any of the areas that I want to be set really well. So I add a bit more powder, so like under the eyes, under the chin. You know, if I have pimples and they're kind of showing, I put extra powder on them just so that you can't really see them as much. I always do my smile lines. That's a secret because I smile a lot, so I always do these lines. I set them really well. Because if I don't, they crease. I mean, they crease anyways, but if I don't set them at all, they crease so easily. And you can kind of see how much better it looks when I set it. So after the face is set, you know, it's kind of looking a bit flat. I still have a bit of shine, but definitely lost some, which it's bound to happen. But I take just this like flat tipped brush, large flat tipped brush. I don't know where I got it even. But I take some of my cream contour that I have, which is pretty dark, but I really like it. And I just put it on my cheekbones where I want it. And I always put it a bit higher, like kind of on my cheekbone instead of below it. Because I saw something that says it's like, makes them look higher. Gotta do the forehead. I have a weird ass hairline, so try and disguise it as much as I can. It doesn't really work, but it is what it is. And you do just a bit on the nose. I take my little cow beauty blender. It's disgusting, I'm sorry, but I just blend. Now that the cream contour is done, I'm gonna go back in with some Too Faced bronzer. I don't know, just anything. It's pretty warm toned, which I'm not really, but I do like dark contour and having the big contrasts. I think it looks nice. And anything to really make myself look more tan, if I'm being completely honest. I get the ear a bit, just to make sure it doesn't look super out of place. Yeah, and now on the nose, I have an angled brush that I usually go for the sides with, and I just try and make it a bit thinner. But then I will take this little flat-topped, curved brushed almost, like it just has a curved flat top, and I will kind of create that new ridge of my nose. So yeah, there's my cute little new nose. And after all that's done, you know, I'm still glowing. You can definitely still see the shine through the contour and everything. Now I move on to blush, one of my favorite parts. I love blush. I've been super into it recently. So I take, depends, but you know, I have some peaches, I have some pinks. I've been typically taking this pink and just going ham on the cheeks. You know, really bringing that pink out. And I always do some on the chin. And sometimes I do some on the nose, you know, on the ridge right here and tip on the forehead. Yeah, just pink and rosy, you know. Oh, and I use the Morphe, just a Morphe blush palette. I don't know what it's, yeah, it's just a blush palette. the Cool Pro, but I don't use anything special. Lastly, I use the Becca highlighter in Moonshine. It's absolutely destroyed, so I can't really show you it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter that you can see. I mean, it's stunning, and it's not super overbearing. Like, you can see it, and it's really nice, but it's not like kind of gross and like gray toned and funky when it's not in the sun, which I like. I use this big fluffy brush on the cheeks and on the chin a little bit. I used to highlight my upper lip. I don't do it much because I overline so much that you don't even really see it. I take this tiny little brush and I use it to highlight like under the eyebrows. And lastly, but definitely not least, the nose. So I'm just gonna put it as a little circle in the middle of where I made that new nose crease, you see? And just straight down the middle of that. And I mean, look how nice it looks. Oh, a good nose contour and nose highlight is my favorite thing on this planet. So, yeah, that's basically the face. Sometimes I'll set it. This is it. The sun is definitely shining, but you can see, I mean, I have a lot of freckles, you saw at the beginning. I have quite freckly, a little bit textured skin, and you can see how nice and blemish free. You can definitely see the texture a little bit, but that's bound to happen. But no freckles, like, my skin looks very smooth, very nice. Yeah. So now I'm probably gonna do the eyes. I wanted to make this just like a skin video, so I think I'm gonna go do the eyes off camera and just like kind of see what I want to do. And then I'll come back to you because that will be probably 30-45 minutes from now, and you can see how the makeup's held up with my hands touching my face and, you know, just being a bit touchy with it. Yeah, so stay tuned, I guess. I'll be back. Okay, hi guys. So I'm in the sunlight right now because this is the best lighting, but here's my face out of the sun, kind of, but here's my face in the sun. I don't even know how to explain this look, really. I mean, you can kind of see. The focus was more my skin today, and you can just see in the light, like, obviously I have a bit of texture, I can't really avoid that, but I think generally speaking, it looks quite nice, and it's very blended, very natural. If I move back, it still looks nice in the shadows, you know. It's just very, I like it. I've been sticking with this look for a couple months now, so I'm really happy I found a routine that works well for me and that's well suited for me. And if you guys want to like give it a try, you know, get some of the products. I really recommend all the products that I use. Most of them are pretty cheap. The most expensive was probably the Tarte Shape Tape. But other than that, they can all be found at like a drugstore or just Ulta, Sephora. So it's really nice, yeah, and I really hope you guys like this video. Oh, if you guys want a video for this eye look, we can always do that, but it was really fun. It's quite easy, just something different that I've never really done. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. If you guys like this video, you want to see more of me and more of Sienna, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.